This is 50 years proclaimed a constitutional right. What happened today was historic in many respects. Historic in that it had not recognized a constitutional right and then reversed it. This is a first. And again, just before it imposed a constitutional right to allow for concealed weapons.
The span of just 48 hours, two Supreme Court decisions have shaken the sense of comfort felt by millions of Americans. A decision on Thursday struck down a New York state law that restricted who could apply for a concealed carry license and carry a concealed weapon. And Friday's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade has wiped away a constitutional right that has been in place for nearly 50 years. Joining me now is former New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio. I just want to get your initial reaction to the two court rulings by the Supreme Court. I mean, the New York ruling came the day before they overturned Roe.
So the Supreme Court has made the country less safe and less fair, has stolen rights of women before all of our eyes. I mean, just an overt robbery of the rights of women. It's breathtaking. It's right-wing extremism. And it is absolute validation, Zarlina, of the fact that we now need to do something that might have seemed impossible at one point, but it's necessary now. We need to expand this court because it's entirely out of step with the vast majority of Americans. I do think it's hard to imagine a silver lining when you're seeing guns made more available and women's rights to choose stolen from them. It's kind of hard to find a silver lining. But if there's one thing we can say about this moment, it's a seismic political moment. And I believe that not just thousands, but millions of American voters are going to remember these two decisions in November. A lot of people are going to vote who wouldn't have voted. A lot of people are going to change their vote because of this. I think it's going to redefine the American political landscape. And that's the hope here, that if we actually engage the vast majority of Americans to get involved, we will turn back these horrible decisions over time through the democratic process. And we can't ever give up on that.
So say folks don't give up on that. And in the midterm elections, there's a wave of folks who are reacting to this particular opinion, and Democrats are successful. How do you see the process for expanding the Supreme Court, as you said?
You know, it's like every other movement that went from, something considered very difficult or something considered unusual becomes typical and becomes part of the discourse. And then it moves and it moves again. Look at the fight for marriage equality that in the space of less than a decade went from something a lot of political observers thought was impossible to becoming the absolute law of the land and a right for the whole country. And that right needs to be protected. Marriage equality is the next thing we got to protect. But look at how quickly that moved. Look at how quickly the fight for the $15 minimum wage moved from, again, outlandish and fringe in the eyes of some to a mainstream political position that has a massive amount of support around this country. We already have a working American majority in favor of a woman's right to choose by a lot. We have a huge working American majority in favor of gun safety laws, background checks, assault weapon ban. Turning that into a legislative majority, it will be very hard work. Turning that into a majority to expand the court, it will be very hard work, but we got to do that work. And I'll tell you something, even this recent gun legislation, we're all pained by the juxtaposition after Uvalde, after Buffalo. A possible ray of light from the U.S. Senate immediately undercut by the Supreme Court. But in fact, what's happening in the Senate does tell us that events do matter. People's consciousness does matter. People's voices do matter. So now that fight to expand the court is going to become mainstream over time because millions and millions of Americans are going to say this court is hurting us. It's taking away our rights. It's what Speaker Pelosi said is right. It's the first time a court has taken away rights rather than added rights. And that is definitely un-American.
Former New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio, who's running for Congress now. Thank you so much for being here. Please stay safe. Hi, I'm Zerlina Maxwell. Thanks for checking out our channel on YouTube. You can see more from Zerlina by clicking any of the videos on this screen, and make sure you subscribe below to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. Thanks for watching.